Hello! Just coming out across new Space Marine rules right now. I've always said I will do more Games Workshop content when I hear news that is worthy of bringing out. I don't really play anything but 40k anyway. Okay, so first things first, I've got no new information on what you've probably already seen. What I do have is some context for Grey Knight players, and that is people like me, who have been left behind, forgotten about, as puny Grey Knights who can't really do anything because they're impotent and they can't move their minds. But there's a few interesting things that I've noticed about the new Space Marine rules and the new the Warhammer community posts that have been coming out. A few of them have my hackles up, you know, and a few of them got me pretty excited. It's gonna be a very short video, just something that I wanted to get the news out there and put my 10 pence worth out there, because I know a lot of you like 140,000 and miss me talking about it. So here you go, new Space Marine rules. And of course, when new information becomes available, I will be getting the codexes. I will be getting all the things to go over with and talk to you about, and we'll examine them bit by bit. So, for Grey Knights, how will it affect us? How is it going to affect us? Well, every chapter can use the new rules, which is great, which is fantastic. It would be a real shame, and to be honest with you, typical Games Workshop, if they turned around and said, no, only chapters that we approve of as the greatest chapters ever can use the new rules. You know, that would be very Games Workshop. They're not doing that. Every chapter can use the new rules, and basically, if you have Adeptus Astartes in your keywords, you can use these rules, which is great. Second, chapters will be getting their own supplements, with only Ultramarines known so far. Of course, Ultramarines are the only ones known because they're the poster boys. You know, they're the blue guys. You know, they're on. I was sick when I was running my store. I was so sick of seeing my my big Primaris in the corner. I just couldn't. That bloody Ultramarine staring at me all day. I just couldn't handle it. But anyway. And the fact that I'd faced so many Ultramarine armies when I was running that store, I swear to God, I must have faced 8 or 9 of them. You know, to be fair, there was one guy who came in with a full chapter worth, which was amazing because we had like a 3-day battle, which was awesome, based on the chapter's the store chapter's homeworld, which was awesome. Because in our storyline, Gilliman declared our store chapter heretics, so that was, you know. We fought him off though, and we were declared. We had to go on a penance crusade, and we were allowed to be non-heretics again. Anyway, getting away from the point. Number 3, from the art that we've been shown so far, it looks like we're going to have 6 codex supplements, which are being made to go with the new codex. Why this couldn't be part of the codex anyway, I don't know. A lot of people, I sold this codex to a lot of people, and I know they're going to be really annoyed. Because, you know, they bought their Space Marines codex and they bought their chapter codex. Now we're getting them all again, which is incredibly annoying. And it equates to, I'm sorry, it does. It equates to, give us more money, you fucking sheep. Give us your money. Give us your wallet. To be fair though, if you want to play with the new rules, you're gonna have to go and get them. There's no other way around it. I'm gonna have to go get them. You know, I'm gonna give them the money. It is what it is. You know. I'm going to do it through Wayland Games or something like that, so I'm not giving them the full price, but still. It looks like there are 6 codex supplements that are being made to go with the new codex. That doesn't mean that these are going to be the only supplements, but from the art that we see the Ultramarines up first with the codex, the front cover, and behind them are 5 codexes with the titles redacted, taken out. Normally I would say that's just a piece of art, but I actually think that's going to be more of a true thing, you know, because there are 5 for a reason, you know. They're showing you that there's going to be 5, along with the Ultramarines. And those 6 supplements are probably going to be Ultramarines, White Scars, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Salamanders, and Imperial Fists. Basically, the big main chapters of the Space Marines. I would be very surprised if Grey Knights made the list. I would be honestly shocked if Grey Knights made the list. I would be giddy with excitement, but I would also be extremely shocked. What I'm hoping is that in the main codex, there will be rules for those chapters. People like Black Templars, people like Grey Knights, people like, you know, Lamenters, people, you know, popular chapters that aren't seen very much. Iron Hands, maybe, you know, popular chapters that aren't seen that much of. and successor chapters that are actually quite big. You know, hopefully they'll get some cool rules in the Codex. I doubt it. I think there will be more supplements coming out, but the original 6 are going to be the big boys. Yeah, they're not going to be Grey Knights. Not going to be. It's going to be probably won't be salamanders either. It's probably going to be iron hands, to be honest with you, rather than salamanders. So I'd say, you know, the supplements that come after that are probably going to be Grey Knight, salamanders, you know, Sons of Medusa, you know, all of the smaller chapters. Not smaller, no, some of the less played chapters. Let's call it that way. But the first 6 are going to be the big boys. So if you're not playing one of the big boys, sorry, you're not going to be getting your own supplement very soon. Anyway, really annoying because the one I think needs it the most is the Grey Knights. They're just woeful. Even with the point reductions that we got, still woeful because everyone got point reductions, so it doesn't really matter that much anyway. Most people got point reductions, which is a thing as well. Is that whenever Grey Knights seem to get a buff in the new rules, everyone else seems to get it as well. So they never actually claw back that disadvantage that they have of being extremely expensive and not packing much of a punch in the first place. But rather interesting things are afoot. Because the one rule that we did get is called Shock Assault. The Adeptus Astartes are elite shock troops who strike with the fury of a thunderbolt. Few opponents can withstand this onslaught. Okay, cool. If this unit makes a charge move, it is charged or performs a heroic intervention, add 1 to the attack's characteristic of models in this unit until the end of the turn. That's some powerful shit right there. That is some powerful shit right there. This means Grey Knights being charged or charging get 1 more attack. Interceptors would now be charging with 3 attacks each, yeah, because most of them have 2 weapons. 3 plus to hit, 2 AP, and D3 damage. Ouch. Bloody ouch. That's 10 interceptors charging a unit, that's 30 attacks. At 3 plus to hit. If they have a chapter master nearby, which they should, they'll be re-rolling their hits as well. That is some serious damage. They're only at strength 4, obviously, with the weapons that give them 3 attacks, which are the Falchions, but still very, very powerful. Nice. Very nice. Apply this rule to Dread Knights, Paladins, and characters. Can you imagine Dread Knights getting another attack, you know? It's nice. It's nice stuff. You know, because Dread Knights already get an extra attack for having 2 close combat weapons, so. And most Paladins should do as well. So hey, you know, everyone should be equipping their Paladins with dual Falchions now and things like that, because that is going to be some insane stuff coming in. So, all in all, let's wrap it up. It's good news, but we know very little about it so far, let's be honest. We only know 1 rule and probably the amount of supplements that are coming with the Codex. The 1 rule we do know would make Grey Knights not more viable, but still shoddy compared to other Space Marine chapters, because other Space Marine chapters are getting that rule as well. So if Grey Knights come up against Iron Hands or Ultramarines, they will still be at a marked disadvantage. They're much more expensive, and the one thing that they're supposed to be good at in terms of psychic power, they're not actually that good at all. They only do... Each unit can do 1 mortal wound per turn against someone. Whoop-de-doo. You know, it doesn't really do anything. Now, if you made Grey Knights like they're supposed to be played, as I said before, make them like the Thousand Suns, put them on the Thousand Suns level of power level, then give them all of this, then I would say that they are playing like the Grey Knights do in the lore, right? They're not overpowered, but they're powerful. They're good. Yeah, they can stand toe to toe with an Ultramarines army or a, you know, because any army that goes up against Grey Knights, apart from probably Custodians, will have a lot more models on the field than Grey Knights. Okay, so unless you're doing an Imperial Knight army, and then, you know, screw you. But like, if you are Grey Knights, you're going to be outnumbered quite a lot, so they should be powerful enough to stand up to the heat that way. They're far too expensive, as I've just said, still considering that they will be turned to mulch by many other Space Marine chapters that are cheaper to deploy. Again, we were working it out the other day, me and a friend, and an Iron Hands army. You can actually get an Iron Hands army, an Imperial Fist army as well, that is twice the size of a Space Marine army for the same points. That's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous. Considering the Grey Knights have nowhere near the firepower or heavy punching to take out forces like that, you know? They just don't. all in all, feel free to get excited. You know, that's what these rules are here for, to get you excited. But I have a feeling Grey Knights may be forgotten about again. I've just got that sneaky feeling that they're going to be like, hey, we gave you this, you know, you all Space Marines get these new rules. Yeah, well, what good does it do us? Because we're going to be fighting Space Marines most of the time, because everyone collects them. So, and by the way, I've forgotten, right? If you're a Chaos player, do Chaos Marines get Adeptus Astartes keywords as well? If so, do they get these rules as well? Why not? They have keyword Adeptus Astartes. If they do, then they should be... Yeah? Unless their keyword is Chaos Space Marines, then, you know, obviously that's different. And so, although, if the Marine... As I said, if Grey Knights do end up getting their own supplement as one of the 6, I'll be giddy. And if Games Workshop surprise me and say, hey, that was just a ruse, we're not doing 6, we're doing loads of supplements, everyone's getting one, I'd be very happy as well. I have my skeptical hat on, as I always do at Games Workshop. But so far, that's what we know. That is what we know. So, hopefully there'll be more news coming soon. Hopefully we get, you know, cheaper units. I can't see it. But hey, we're Grey Knights. We're proud. We persevere. And screw every other army out there. We'll be okay. Anyway, enjoy the hobby. And I'll speak to you guys pretty soon.